Hello people, welcome back to my channel. I hope everything is good on your end and your preparations are going well. First of all, congratulations to everyone who cleared their exam, even if it is one group, even if it is one paper. Congratulations to you. And for those who couldn't clear, so guys, don't worry. Good things are definitely gonna come to you. Just a little of patience, little determination, little consistency, and you're there. Just hang in there, and most importantly, believe on yourself. Okay, if you believe in yourself, that means you're believing in God, and trust me, guys, God won't do anything wrong with you. Okay, so just hang in there, and your success is waiting for you. So, today I'm going to share how I was able to score 62 marks in IDT without much efforts. And I mean it. I didn't put a lot of efforts in IDT because my ISCA was exempt. There were more two subjects in group 2, that is costing and direct taxes. So I think my weakness was costing, so I have to put more efforts there. So i was uh, I was very busy in costing, and obviously DT is very vast subject, so my most of the preparation time was taken by DT. So I was left with IDT. So to be very honest, I just read IDT two times. One was during May attempt, which was subsequently postponed to November or January attempt because of COVID situations, and second time was during November and January attempt. But when I was studying for January and November attempt, I did one thing which helped me to clear my IDT with exemption, which I will later on tell you in this video. So firstly, with before starting this video, let me clear some frequently asked questions people generally ask me. So first is which book I referred. So basically I used two or three things for my preparation. First one was ICI study material, the Custom Act, FTP, and the most important chapter of GST, that is input tax credit, which easily scares to people. I did this from institute study material. Okay, so basically I did concept, I did illustrations, and I did tested knowledge questions of all these three things. Okay, and all the three things video is still available. I have a playlist called Custom Act where every chapter of custom is there. Its concept is in different video and question answers are in different video. And then for input text credit also there is a video available, and it is from updated study material for May 21. First video is about concept and second video is of question. And now I would really suggest you to please watch that question video at least, because there are around 25 questions there, and the questions level are very good. So if you are going to exam without doing that question, so in exam you won't be able to do that. Okay, so I would highly recommend you to do that. I will link them in the description box. Okay, and for the rest of the chapters I used Vishal sir's questionnaires. I didn't use his booster, I didn't use his textbook, I just used his questionnaire. So basically what I used to do is I used to read the chapter summary from ICI's summary, that is Let's Replicate, which we have in study material. I used to read summary from there, and I used to do questions of Vishal sir. Okay, so this was the first FAQ, that which module I referred. Second and the most important is how I practice questions, so I will discuss this later. So basically this is also a very important part of this video, so listen carefully. I will tell this to you afterwards. Now third would be what complications I faced during the exam. So while I was writing exam, the complication I faced was I didn't give much importance to small chapters. I used to give a lot of importance to large chapters, and I used to ignore small chapters, which was my mistake. So I would love to tell you guys, please don't skip the small chapters too, they have also a weightage. So basically what you have to do is you have to do a well research of A, B and C categories, right? And you don't have to leave any chapter, you just have to complete A category first. That will help you to gain confidence. Then B category, and then selective concepts or C category. Okay, you don't have to leave any chapter. Leaving chapter is not never ever recommended. Okay, so that's that. First is ABC analysis. This will clear your goals, but yes, remember sometimes this may deceive you, so don't completely rely on this, because let's face it, ABC analysis is an analysis of past trend. It's not an analysis of future trends, right? So that may deceive you. Everything has two sides, right? So just don't go blindly in ABC analysis. just use your brain, use trends, everything, and then start studying IDT. Okay. Okay, now two key takeaways you can take from this video are: first, how um, I prepared for the last minute, and second thing is how I practice question. So first thing first, you have to prepare a material for the last minute revision. That's the most important thing you can do. So like for example, I made audio for last minute revision. The 1.5 day which we get, I made audio. Now if you will ask me to share this, I can't, because it was my personalized audio. You won't even understand a word what I'm saying. So you have to make your own audio. Now how to make audio? So just like for example, if you have studied a chapter called for example, let's take place of supply. After studying place of supply, the all information was on my mind, so I summarized that information in an audio, right? So for example, the audio duration was 40 minutes. So on that 1.5 day, my place of supply was completed in 40 days, sorry, in 40 minutes after listening that audio. And it has a weightage of around 8 to 12 marks in the examination. So that's how you can do it. You can see here I have so many audios for IDT. Again, I can't share it because it is my personalized audio. I mean, if you could, I could have shared it if you will understand, but I am pretty much sure you won't understand because I haven't recorded everything. The things which was complicated for me, the concept which I want to study before going to exam, the question I want to see before going to exam, I have recorded that. And that would not be the same case with you. So sharing audio is not an option, but yeah, making your own audio is always a best option. You won't even know. See, as I told you, I've just studied IDT 2 times, and I made an audio that will be counted as a revision, right? But when I made an audio, all my senses were uh, open, right? So that helped me to retain up to a long period. I mean, there was no retention problem during examination. I listened audio and everything was in my mind. So I would urge everyone ki you should make audios, right? For your last minute revision. I'm not telling you to make audio for everything, but yeah, for the subject you are trying to get exemption. Okay, so basically the thing is, you have to focus in 2 subjects for each group to clear in aggregate, right? So if you are studying all the 4 subjects as same, you're in the same parallel, you are studying all the subject, that may either give you very good marks or may either stop you in aggregate. So always choose 2 subjects which you are in strong in, and aim for exemption in that 2 subjects. So just do all the RTP questions, all the past exam questions, make audios for that 2 subjects, and for the rest 2 subjects just learn, do the minimum things you should do. That won't ever stop you in aggregate thing. So yeah, IDT was my that subject. I was aiming for exemption in this subject. Okay, so that's one you can do. Now the second key takeaway from this video is how I practice questions. So basically, I did question from Vishal sir questions only. So if anyone has Vishal sir questions knows that if you are doing his questionnaires, you don't need to do anything else, because for every concept he has 2 to 3 questions. Okay, but that's not the point I'm saying here. I'm saying ki the numerical questions which comes in exam. For example, the ITC, the refund chapters, the ITC chapters, the value of supply chapter, okay, the payment of taxes, TDS, TCS, one. These are the chapters where we can expect the composition one, where we can expect some numerical questions. So what I used to do is, I have decided format for each and every type of questions. Suppose it's a question of normal calculation of output tax liability. So I had made a format ki first we have to calculate output GST liability, then we have to calculate input GST liability, and then we have to compute the total tax liability which you have to pay to the government. So basically we have 3 tables like this. This was my one format. Second was for composition. For I have made a format for the composition chapter also. So basically what I used to do is, I used to pre-plan my format how I would be answering. So that will give you 2 advantages. One is that won't waste time in your examination. You don't have to think about the presentation. You know how you have to answer your questions, right? And second thing is, your presentation will be awesome. You have already decided your format. So basically, if you are saying a composition numerical question, you just have to put the format, get the answer. If you are saying calculation of tax liability, you just have to draw that 3 tables, put the data given in exam, and you are done with. So that won't even waste your time, and your presentation will also be up to the mark. So that's the most important thing I did. And the audio one, these two things, if you are implementing in your life, I am guaranteeing you, and yeah, don't ignore the small chapters, go with ABC analysis. I am guaranteeing you, no one can stop you with scoring exemption in the subject. Okay, coming to the part of MCQs. Now MCQs are important, but it's not everything. If you're studying the concept wisely, every concept I did, every question. So yeah, it was good. I don't know the marks in my MCQs, but while I was doing MCQs, yeah, there were some MCQs which I didn't knew, but again, it was a decent experience. I didn't feel for at any time कि हाँ मेरे को MCQs के ऐसा है कि MCQs कर लेने चाहिए थे. Again, leaving that is not at all recommended. If you are having time, you must do ICI MCQs too, right? So yeah, that's how I prepared for IDT, and without much efforts I got exemption. So basically the crux is, first of all, you have to decide ABC analysis. You have to do ABC analysis. Okay, let me just show you my ABC analysis. I have my ABC analysis, and you can prepare your IDT like this. So if you can see in the screen, first the A category are the must do chapters. That is, first is your RCM, second is exemption. So basically, exemption in place of supply. In last to last attempt, exemption was of 8 marks, right? But in this attempt, place of supply was basically, there were some questions, there was some situation, and you have to guess the place of supply. And there was a integrated case based study of exemption in the MCQ. Okay, around 5 marks, 5 to 10 marks. So yeah, exemption and place of supply is important. RCM is also important. RCM has more coverage in MCQ than in descriptive question. Value of supply, there is a one question must, value of supply will be there. ITC, again, one question must, it will be there. TDS is also very important. Then e-way bill is important because it has some amendments too. Again, refund numericals are also expected, so do that. Demand and recovery also, it's famous in MCQ areas, as well as the last fifth and sixth questions generally come with demand and recovery in appeals. Okay, now this was your A category. You have to do that chapter, and you have to do that first. Okay, if you are doing this, assume that your 50% of IDT is completed. Then do time of supply chapter. It's very easy. Registration is also easy, but yeah, it comes in exam, it comes in MCQs. Then accounts and records, job work, inspection, search and seizure, assessment, again important. Offense, composition, tax invoice, these are important. And most importantly, custom and FTP. Don't leave custom and FTP. Do the custom from my videos. I would highly recommend you to watch that videos. You can do basically what you will get in that video is, from study material in lesser duration you will complete it. It will take you around 2 days, and you can complete custom totally. And FTP, I have videos for FTP also, you can watch there. Okay, and now selective basics, do selective concepts. Okay, so basically you have to see GST council, the very famous question, and then some basically some years articles, and then we have dates, right? So that may come in your MCQ area. Then we have supply. So basically no direct question come from supply, but yeah, you have to understand the concept supply before doing any, you have to understand what is supply, then only you will be able to do complicated questions. Okay, so you have to do supply. Advanced or expect either 1 4 या 5 mark question, yeah, 1 or 2 marks MCQ. Again, miscellaneous, liability to pay taxes, audit, import export, these are all the C categories which you have to just do the selective concept only. But A and B are important. First do A category, that will help you to gain confidence, and then do the degree. Okay, so that's how you can prepare for IDT. So now the crux is, first of all, you have to do ABC analysis. Second thing is, you have to study everything. You don't have to leave any chapter, especially the small chapters. Small chapters in that would be advanced reading. Just you don't have to leave that chapters, right? Third is, make your last minute revision, be it your audio, be it summary notes, but you have to have your last minute revision material with you, which will help you to cover the complete subject in that 1.5 day. And third would be to make format for every possible questions. There are various categories of questions, so you have to make format. For example, you can make format for custom value. We have to find the BCD, then for that also you can make your format, right? For value of supply, for place of supply, how you have to just, you have to write particulars, then you have to write CGST, IGST, SGST, then place of supply. Basically you have to make format for every possible type of questions. You don't have to worry. When you will do a lot of questions, you will totally understand which questions require which format. Okay, that will save you a lot of time. And yeah, so that's it. That's the crux of the video, and I hope you all got what I was going to say. And if you're having any doubt, please feel free to comment. And if you think this will add any value to your preparation, so please like, share, and even subscribe the channel, and even share it with your friends. And just remember, don't lose hope, and everything will work on at the end. Yeah, so that's it guys, thank you very much.